take a seat real fast. Server owners and coders, content creators and streamers, showing off the community with all their features. Issues with updates, someone's mistake, new things they added, angry players it makes. Get in chat, voice your opinion, you're the community and we wanna listen. It's the Peasants Podcast, TPP, putting out the word about the DayZ community. The greedy peasant, he runs the show, but without his team this wouldn't be so. The queen peasant, who runs the chat with the friendly hello, make sure you say it back. Survival role play, choose a character, hold the dev accountable on every single matter. Social media and TikTok, she likes to toast. Smiley's a people person, new friends on the coast. It's the Peasant Podcast, we're having a blast with the DayZ community, so take a seat real fast. It's the Peasants Podcast, TPP, putting out the word about the DayZ community. The greedy peasant, he runs the show, but without his team this wouldn't be so. The queen peasant, who runs the chat with a friendly hello, make sure you say it back. It's the Peasant Podcast, we're having a blast with the DayZ community, so take a seat real fast. It's the Peasants Podcast, TPP, putting out the word about the DayZ community.
Welcome everybody to the Peasants Podcast. I hope you have an absolutely lovely weekend. We have a kick-ass show, jam-packed, ready for you guys to get involved and dive into the world of console DayZ. Good morning to everyone. Mr. Noah cutting sick with the emojis. The emoji wall's cool, isn't it? Sit there and pump away while we wait for the intros to kick in and we prep the guests. Let's introduce our panel today, our usual bum on the couch, Mr. Thug 80KQ. How you doing, good sir?
Yep, good. Good morning, everyone.
Yep.
You're having a lovely Sunday and Saturday in other parts of the world.
That's it. And our special guest today, the criminal, the savage. Yeah, I'm a savage bitch. Twitch streamer. How you doing? Welcome.
Hey, what's good? How you doing, everybody?
We appreciate you coming down and sitting on the couch and having a chat.
Having me.
First of all, we'll go through our little community updates. The only update that I have is Second Dawn RP, the RP server I've been exploring the last couple of weeks. Just moved to Season 2, where they released everybody out into the world with the next stage of their story and a next evolution of their RP. So if you're looking for RP, definitely a server to go try out. Definitely worth it. You can always check them out in my Discord, !Discord, to find all the servers that we talk about. But we're going to dive right into our little interview with Savage. Now, we've known Savage, I found Savage on Twitch a little while ago. Dragged her into the community and she has exploded on the scene. dives. You can find her in most console streams, if she's not streaming herself. Gets involved in a lot of official, a lot of community, also a little community admin work herself. So, first of all, Savage, how did you get involved in DayZ, and how long have you been addicted for?
Ooh, let's see. When did DayZ come out, guys? To refresh my memory, it was like 20.
So it came out on PC in 2013, and then it came out on console in 2018.
Yeah, so around a year after, had some homies. It was like, yo, Savage, we got a game you might have interest in, because I didn't like that whole objective point game. So it's like, okay, what is it? And they was like, DayZ. I'm like, all right, I tried it out. Dude, they did not prep me for this when I first joined. Man, they put me in an official, gave me a gun, was like, okay, we just gonna head out here to raid. Got lost in the woods for about 2-3 days in game and in real life. I feel like, cause like I can't. Every time I load in, I'm still in the woods. Was still in them woods on Trenoris. But that's what really brought me was the homies. And then, like my sister, she would jump on some games with me, my little duo. And then I brought her on. And then we found just a community server and just started thriving from there.
Yeah, nice. Very, very nice. So you say your duo is your sister, so it's family affairs when it comes to DayZ and killing freshies. That's a very interesting.
Oh yes. Well, she don't like doing that, but I do. She's like the one, the little guardian angel. That's the good one. It's like, no, don't. I'm like, yes, pull the trigger, pull it, do it, pull it.
So the angel and the devil walking the streets of Chinaris together.
Mm-hmm. Yep. And she'll be all friendly and kind, and I'll come up with like a gun, and I'm like, pow! She's like, why'd you do that? Well, I needed something. Hold on, we was on one, and I ended up giving someone blood bags just so I wouldn't get banned. I robbed him and ran. She's like, why'd you do that? I wanted his stuff.
Yeah, that is a very interesting. Usually you have duos that have that like-mindedness, but the opposite play style duo is a very interesting one. So what servers do you guys play, and or what servers do you like to play?
Me, I love PvP. I don't mind any PvP server. I don't mind clapping cheeks. But her, she's more of like PvE. I wouldn't say roleplay, but I'm trying to get her into it.
Yeah.
But little does she know, she does roleplay. I think everybody has a bit of a roleplay in them. You know what I mean?
Yeah, 100%.
So I'm trying to get in that, but mostly PvE.
Down to the core, that's pretty much what this game is. It's basically we're all just playing roleplay.
Roleplay, exactly. We get on here to roleplay, escape, or just have fun.
That's it. Live
Either
out
you
your
being a
life.
psycho or a good guy.
Mr. Scalespeeder, hello, good sir.
yes.
Hope you're well.
I'm mostly on PvE because she won't do it with me, but if I'm not with her, I'm on PvP official or like other people community servers. Check them out. I'm a server, little jumper.
Yeah. like to mix it up.
I ain't gonna say that.
Yeah, I know what you were gonna say. You're gonna say server whore.
Yeah, you did. Yes.
Yeah.
He said it, y'all.
Yeah.
He said it wasn't me.
Yeah.
I am. That is me. 100%. Me.
The always think, Savage, is I used to constantly just have one server and that'd be my home server for months and months. Then I started playing with Greedy when he's doing server reviews every Saturday. And then ever since then, I just cannot stay on one server anymore.
It gets addicting.
Got to get the
What
variety.
else is out there in
Got
the
to
world?
get that variety.
Yeah,
hell
like
yeah,
some
there's
beer
so many-
or some flour.
so many-
You gotta have the different variety.
Yeah, there's so many crazy servers out there that it's just insane. How can you just stay to one?
Yeah, and that's
I
what,
agree.
and that's where my initial birth to streaming was. There was, I was confined in my own server, doing my own things, and once I stopped being an admin for that server, I branched out and found all this other cool servers and stuff like that. And yeah, so I could definitely. I apologise, Mr. Q, for dragging you into the variety bucket, but I could definitely understand where
Nah.
you're coming from, Savage.
He's secretly in love with it. It's okay.
Oh yeah, no, yeah, I wouldn't have it any other way now.
Yeah, 100%. Mr. Gunner the Runner, hello, good sir. Absolute legends in the house. I do see admin some servers on DayZ and on Rust. Can you tell me a little about your roles? And of course the servers and are the communities similar?
Ooh, it's a good one. Okay, so on DayZ, let's start there. DayZ, and I'm gonna be real. I don't even know how I became an admin. I shot the owner. I joined his server. He was peeking in my window. Okay, I'm used to official. He was just peeking, and I kept telling him to move. He wouldn't, and I just shot him. And then we became friends. And he was like, "You want to be an admin?" I was like, "Sure." So I've been admin for his. I wouldn't say that specifically server because like it has went through a lot of changes, but it's been ran through like a group of guys. 3 guys literally been running a server and changing it off. You know, changing the name and stuff, changing scenery and stuff. So different hands, I guess you could say.
Yep.
I've been with them for almost like 5 years, 5, 6 years it feels. Shit, probably 6 now.
Wow.
But it's a great. I love it. It's a great community. It's for anybody. Like yeah, I wouldn't say I haven't really read into too much kids on our server, but it's like for like mostly like adults, people that want to just be chill, lay back, just have fun, build their base and not be fucked with. And then we like sometimes we'll set up like PvP zones or events for people. You know, if they get too bored, if they don't want to build their base. I mean, not
Yep.
just
Or they
like
get itchy.
build base and hunt for loot. Most of them, they're just like loot, 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 loot. I'm like, okay, that's cool. You gotta go find it though.
Yeah. No, that's cool. And what
Oh,
about the Rust one?
that one's tricky. That one's tricky. I started off helping her to boost up her server, and it was like her husband, and 3 other admins plus me and my sister. Now it's just like me and my sister. It's like getting there. It's getting back there. I think it's more of the simple fact that Rust just goes through a changes just like DayZ. So
Yep.
whenever that like people like certain like always like mods or like bots and stuff like that, it kind of like kills off the server because after a while like some people ain't got the funds. Like it's cheap to run a Rust server, but it's not cheap to run, I guess, as far as what they say, the Discord bots to keep them as they want because some of them be asking for money. But the one I'm on is PvE. We have PvP monuments and stuff. I'm on there most of the regular day because it's just absolute. It's worse than DayZ. Don't admin on Rust, anybody. If you hear me, don't take the job. Don't take it.
Well, I mean,
Anybody offer you,
Rust
you be like,
is
no.
It's so much more toxic than DayZ. I think
It
one of the reasons
is.
why I haven't even tipped toes into it because I think the toxicity I just love it too much.
That's why I be laughing at the people on here when they're talking. I'm like, oh, buddy, I heard worse on there. And talk about kids. They're more toxic than adults. My
Kids in their
goodness.
room swearing their heads off at 12 years old.
I'm like, where's your parents? Where's your mom? Where's your dad? They know you in here talking this mess.
So there's a massive difference between the communities.
Yes, yes. Like
Yeah.
you get a lot of people because of the simple fact that it's cross-platform. So you
Yeah.
can play PlayStation people. So you get a lot of different people around the world, people that don't speak any English whatsoever, and then some people that just barely know any. Some you gotta use translate through the mic. It be hard. I'm gonna be real. I don't have to have that trouble here. And then when it comes to the Discord, they act like they don't understand join Discord.
Yeah. I suppose that's
Oh,
one of the.
quick sidebar.
Yeah.
Quick sidebar, sorry. They just bring up the mods of Rust. I seen something advertised from Armour the other day with PlayStation and coming soon mods.
Ooh.
Yeah,
So Reforgers could be getting mods.
that's crazy.
Yeah, but also a little side note to that. Once again, Mr. The Bob Mob Armory Forger DayZ server had another glitch. They put in a DayZ. They've been working on a DayZ mod, and I was watching Bobby play it the other day, and it's fucking very impressive. Let's just say that, to the point that I want to even go have a crack. But anything with that DayZ flair, they called it DATZ, DATZ. Bohemia just strips it off but they just strip it off the market.
That's hilarious.
So as soon as the mod goes up, they just take it off the workshop.
Oh shit!
Yeah, so
What?
as much as, you know, this game that we are standing in now is built off armor and built off the game itself, you know, it's like they're blocking it on Armory Forger, or, you know, people that are generating a style.
I can see why, because they don't want it to revert back to its roots, and then people ditch DayZ and just start playing with Forger.
Bloody oath. Well, yeah, that's why that's why I think they're bringing out all these maps and updates, and they're pumping DayZ hard.
Yeah.
Yeah. But Savage, survival games seem to be your flavour. What other survival games or survival style games do you play? And what is it about survival games that you enjoy?
Oh, just like you said, surviving. Seeing how long you can survive with a character and how far you can go with them and how much you can do with them. But right now, besides DayZ and Rust, Green Hell. I don't know if y'all heard that before.
Oh yeah, I play Green Hell. That's
My God.
that's savage
Fucking
as.
Yes. I
mean-
got me a nice little tree base.
Oh, very
I'm gonna have to
nice.
start streaming it more so y'all can see. But I enjoy survival games because it's like you can do more. There's a lot you can do. You can either help the homies or betray the homies, or like help yourself or have a team. Pick who choose you have in your team, and it might take you somewhere. Or they might kill you.
Yeah, 100%.
Like it's just it's the excitement of, like, I guess fresh character or your same character. You just seeing how far.
It's also that creating your own story style to it too, I think, is what keeps a lot of people's.
Also, I think
That too.
in Green Hell, it's got a little bit of a DayZ feel where there's a story behind it, but you have to discover it. Green Hell goes down to a lot of disease and a lot of mechanics that I found that DayZ doesn't explore as hard. You know, about
Yeah, like
digestion.
sleep deprivation.
Yeah, eating food with bacteria, getting larvae in your guts. You know, treating your wounds.
Parasites and all that.
Yeah. So, me and Queen dived right in it. We actually had a river base where we built our base above the river, so the natives couldn't cross to get to you and destroy your base. Yeah. So we played.
I know
that.
exactly what you're talking about. That big guy with the two clubs. Oh my God.
Yeah. So
I hate him.
it's similar to 7 Days to Die if you haven't played it, where you occasionally get the natives will come every so often to come and kick your ass, and yeah, good survival game. Very brutal, massive
try
learning
that.
curve.
Yeah, tell you what, Savage, if you ever played 7 Days to Die, that's one I highly recommend as well. That's quite an amazing game.
Is it a good game? Cause some, like, when I be looking at it and stuff, see gameplay, I'm like, dude, are you really gonna play this? And I'm just like, I don't know, cause like, y'all, I'm a little tism, and you gotta catch my eye. If you don't catch my eye or my interest, I'm just like, why did I do this?
I think
myself.
the worst part about 7 Days to Die is managing all the different perks and skill points and shit. That's where I get lost with it.
But it's
Okay, that makes sense.
I take 7 Days to Die as the adult version of Minecraft with a heavier emphasis on survival.
There's another game I can't think of it. It's like you gotta like search through like abandoned places to find food and stuff to take back to where all the people is. I'm trying to remember the name. I'm gonna have to look it up. But I used to play it a long time ago when it first dropped.
Yeah, nice.
Cannot think of it for the life of me.
Yeah, Reno Dunes.
I'm gonna try it that 7
Love
days.
Green Hell. Super cool graphics as well. Yeah, I do like the graphics on Green Hell.
See,
Very
and look,
detailed.
if you got the new gen, you got more updates on the new gen than it does like I guess the last gen before the new gen. So I need to get me. I'm just working on a PC.
Yep,
That's what I'm working on.
yep. Head in that direction. Want to
Stay
dive right
away
into...
from the dark side, Savage.
everyone's got to start
said what?
steer their course. But is that where you're headed to?
Oh, listen, the
the
only reason why
PC
I'm
world?
getting it is because I'm trying to get into role play.
Yep.
Fair,
Nice.
fair.
But onto your streaming, your path to affiliation on Twitch. How long have you been streaming, and what can people expect when they come to the channel?
Ooh, I think I've been streaming probably 4 or 5 months now. And I've been going at it hard, grinding. I'm almost there. When y'all come to my block, pretty much I just want you to have fun, laugh. You know, if you smoke, smoke. And I'm 430 friendly all the way. Like, I just want people to just come, have a good time, can chat it up, laugh at the stupid stuff that I do, because I be doing a lot of dumb stuff. A lot of it. Or I can sometimes crash out whenever someone annoys me or something. You know, you done heard. So, like, I just... What I want people to expect when they come on server, just expect to see a wild, untamed, unfiltered, unchained savage. Because that's what I am. I just want you to laugh. I don't want you to take nothing to say serious. Because I know half the time, like, some of the stuff I say is off the wall, but if it makes you laugh, that's all that matters.
Yeah, you're there for good times, good vibes.
I'm just trying to be the most 420 friendliest girl gamer out there. You feel me? That's what I'm at.
Yep.
That is where I'm at, and I want everybody to enjoy it. Like, it ain't no, oh, I'm trying to just do it for the cloud. No, I want it for, like, I'm trying to have fun with everybody. I don't care who you is. You want to come and hang, come and hang. You want to play the game with me? Play the game. Let me know. I'll play. I'll play with you. I don't mind. It just got addicting. So now it's just like anything that I really play, I'm just gonna stream. That's why I've been streaming.
Yep. Yeah, well, I was watching you the other day hammer around on your tugboat, setting up your little warship.
Oh my God, you did? That
yeah.
was horrible. That was horrible. It took me 5 hours to get to where I was on there. Talk about hardcore DayZ. That's hardcore fucking Rust. Should have been on official. That was worse than official.
Yep. But that was pretty good. But I believe you got a trigger word in your stream that activates a certain task that you have to do.
For real?
Yeah, it's not smoking, is it? If someone drops smoking in the chat.
Oh, it is. It is smoke. Yeah, you remember? Yeah, it was smoke. So anybody, don't care if you say I'm about to smoke, sir. I'll be right back. If I say smoke, someone else say smoke. You gotta smoke.
Yeah,
You gotta smoke.
Thought
You're
that
not
was-
allowed to be sober in my stream. I promise you. I want you to be as high as a kite. I don't care if you don't want to do nothing but watch me. Get high while you do it. Only person that's allowed to be sober is my sister, but she don't do that. She don't do that at all. So she about the only sober person ever in my stream or playing with me. But everybody I usually run with is usually 420, and that's how I want to be. Like, just smile. It's just a game. Have fun. Let's all just get high and game together and have jokes and make good content. You know what I mean? And show the world the stupid shit that we do when we high.
Yeah, nice. No, it's good because it makes you a bit more comfortable, and you get a little bit looser on stream, and your guard comes down a little bit. So no, it's a very interesting way, and especially being in a graphical sense, that sort of line in both mine and Q's countries is it's an illegal standpoint, where where you are, it's it's a country that's gone on a different leniency to it. So it's good to see a lot of people embracing it and getting involved, and because it loosens up the world in a whole, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, to be fair, Peasant, here it's actually the legal 420's just gone absolutely insane now. It's so easy to get. Like, you don't even really have to have anything wrong with you. You just got to be able to go in and say, "Oh, been having a real bad week. I don't sleep very well." "Oh, is that right, sir? Okay, here's an ounce."
Yeah, yeah,
I
yeah.
wish.
Yeah, Australia's like that too. It's heavily zoned into the medical, and
wish.
we're into that. Yeah, but you still got to pay for it.
Oh, yeah.
yeah.
I don't mind paying for it, but I just want to be able to just, man, it's just weed.
Yeah, a friend of mine in Missouri, he can go down to his local shop and buy lollies and cakes and drinks and all sorts of stuff to
I feel like I have to hit a black
empty your
market to get
stream.
mine, y'all. I swear to God.
Yeah, well, that's what it's like in some of the parts of the world. But it's interesting how it goes hand in hand with gaming so much. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna be showing my face doing stuff like that until it's legal, or unless I leave up out of Texas.
Yeah,
I'll say smoke. I could be smoking anything.
that's right. That's exactly
I can just
right.
be saying it for the content, but
That's it.
only the people that know me gonna know.
That's it. Yeah, it's a funny thing. It is a funny thing. Just to track on chat, Adam Fall. It's a little bit survival light, but Adam Fall's a lot of fun from Scale Speeder. Mr. Juno's got in.
I've heard of that.
Yeah, Adam Fall looks like a match for Fallout, but it's a UK version, I think. More of that fact.
Ooh, Fallout. I love Fallout. I ain't go front.
Yeah,
I played that a lot when I was young.
It's quite a good little game genre. Also a route to paranoia, schizophrenia, folks. Don't overindulge, 100%. Mr. V8. See everything in moderation, as they say. Mr. VAP in the house. That's how it NV, like 5 shops in 2-mile radius of my house. Yeah, there you go. Nevada, is that what NV is? 5 shops in a 2-mile radius of your house to grab
Wow.
Insane.
weed. Mr.
That's
Freckle Cafe,
insane.
welcome to the
Dude, if he don't want that next shop or the
Peasants.
next one, he got one to think about.
That's crazy, but it just shows you how how different it is from one country to the other. He's got 5 shops around him, especially state to state too. Before we go any further, the Queen interrupts and says, if you were to have a onesie in DayZ, what would it be? So those big inflatable onesies. What do you run around down the coast of Chinaris as?
A panda.
A panda.
Off back a panda.
A panda.
Off my back a panda. Off back a panda, y'all. Off back. I am literally, that is me. I love pandas, and that's like my nickname. That my girl gives me, panda. Like I am panda. I have Japanese in me, so like, she's like, that's my little panda. I'm like, cause I am little. I'm like 5 foot. That is it.
Yep.
Oh man, I'll be running around. They'll be
Sitting there chewing on your green,
legs.
rolling around on the ground, falling out of trees.
Yep. Chewing on my green. You feel me?
100%.
Chewing on my green. That'd be hilarious. Dude, if they did that, oh man, a costume, I'd run around. On Rust, they'll give skins like that. Dude, I'm waiting. If they do a panda skin, oh, I'm on it.
That'd be
Y'all gonna see me running around in a panda outfit.
It'd be
'Cause
sick.
they got bunny outfits, they got unicorns. They got all types of outfits on there.
And I think that's one of the
PUBG,
markets
that's
that,
all I wear.
yeah, see, I think
My
that's one of the
giant-
markets
My
that DayZ
giant beard
needs to
suit PUBG.
delve into. As much as we don't want
Like, they just charge you for the skins.
microtransactions and things like that, but it's a good way to generate.
But how would that work, y'all? Like, would we go and find it, or would you?
Nah.
If, like, cause Rush, you purchase it.
Yeah, but what
You
it
feel
would,
me?
yeah, you would purchase it and it'd be in your start menu. So then when you go on the server with it, you just beat somebody up for it.
Yeah,
You know,
you
that,
mentioned that though. All right, I've got a panda suit. I'll beat you and Barry, and I'll offer myself 5, 6, 7 times, so the whole crew of us are just running down Barry,
yeah.
5, 6 pandas deep.
Yeah, that's it. Yep. Just a squad of pandas coming in and kicking their asses.
There's a squad of pandas, y'all.
That's it. In Pete's case, it'll be a squad
That'd
of
be
bears.
hilarious.
And in Freckle
You think
Cafe's
they're
case,
nice,
it'll
but
be
they're
squad
not.
of
As soon as they get up on you, they just start
dinosaurs.
whooping on you.
It'll be sick. But that's
Dinosaurs.
that's you know what I mean. And then you could clash it out. Then you could have the bears versus the pandas versus the dinosaurs in faction wars. It'd be the wickedest fight ever. But yeah, you
That's a
know,
good question. I like that question.
yeah, it'd be pandemonium. Oh, Queen.
Yeah,
with the
panda.
drop. So do you have any, back to your streaming, do you have any goals that you want to complete with your streaming or any community challenges that you're keen to have a go at?
So I guess I kind of got somewhat said it in the beginning. Well, not too long about. I'm not trying to do it for the cloud stuff. I'm just really trying to do it to have fun. I'm really, just like I said, I just want to be the most fortuitous, friendly girl gamer that y'all know out there. Like, oh, y'all hear about Savage? Like, oh yeah, that girl right there. Let me tell you, she will make you laugh. Go run with Savage. You know what I mean? Like, I want when people run with me or they done met me, they be like, oh yeah, I had a good time with Savage. You feel me?
Yep.
That's what I'm looking for. Like,
Yep.
and you meet people, more
gathering the
people in the
people.
stream. The best way to meet more people is doing the streaming. Like, they're in the streaming, doing anything type of streaming. Like, you meet more people. Meet people like you, meet different people, you know? All
Yeah.
types of people. And then like I said, I got addicted to it. Like, I'm addicted to Mary. I'm sorry. I
Yeah.
don't think I'm gonna stop y'all. Y'all gonna
No.
forever see a Savage pop up on
A-
Xbox. I
as-
promise you.
As much as you're the PvP, you are very friendly on the coast. You do tend to bond with people pretty quickly.
Oh yes, yes. That's the thing. I learned that from my sister. You gotta be nice at first. You gotta be nice at first to see how it goes. I'm like, all right. And then if you betray me, I like to watch people. You know, how you know when someone gonna get you.
Yep.
You know, like you know. So it's like, you know what? I know you gonna get me. You say you friendly, and I'm gonna wait. I don't know if y'all caught my last one. Someone was like, oh, I was on some call. They're like, oh, I'm friendly. I'm like, okay. And then he couldn't find a gun. And he's like, oh, I found a deagle. He was like upstairs in one of those new apartment buildings. I was like, oh, a deagle? Oh, As soon as he came downstairs, I shot him. I didn't want your deagle. But I knew what you were going to do with that deagle. I got you before you got me. I tried to be nice. You didn't have to get the deagle. We were going to go to military together. Like, I found a gun too. Bet, don't worry. He just gave me bad vibes. And I was like, yeah, no. And he ended up messaging me. So it's like, you knew you was going to do what you were to do. But I choose to be friendly before I'm like off back, bam, bam. Now, if you meet me on them deathmatch servers, I'm breaking your legs. If your leg constantly get broke, it's probably me.
Yep.
I might be barking in the game chat. I'm gonna be real. I might scare you. I go crazy on them deathmatch servers. He knows. He done played with me before, knowing them.
Yep. We're rolling on
I have
a
fun.
crazy Russian, yelling at people and yeah. Oh, I've still got
Going
that
in with
echo.
nades.
Stay in your lane, bitch. Stay in your lane.
Yup, stay in your lane. Literally, stay in your lane. I'm the type that I don't care. Like, if it's like that, you want to be like that, bet. I'm going in with a nade. I don't want a gun no more. Savage, you doing? Running in. Got a whole unpinned grenade. Y'all better not be in there. I'll drop him as I run. Like, here we go. Here you go. Here you go. One for you. One for me too. All right. Boom. I'm coming back with some more.
Oh, it cracks me up. It does. It cracks me up. But it is funny that you say you get the feeling when you know when a player is gonna betray you, or you see those signs that is it gonna be. Do you think that's from previous experience, or is it just time on the game you learn or your own personal look at DayZ where you've done that action where you find a gun and you're friendly with someone, you're like, hey, and
Oh
boom.
yeah, more of that.
Yep.
More of that because I know that I've done it and I know you're gonna do it too. Type shit like I know I've done it. Most of the stuff, the criminal stuff that you can do on here, feed people human, tie them up, gasoline, tie you up, leave you butt naked, dying damn near. Like that, break your legs, leave you there. Like I've done it. So it's like I'm not gonna let you do me like that, cause I'm gonna be salty. And you can't be salty, but I am gonna be salty for a little bit, and then I'm gonna
Yeah.
laugh about it, cause I know I got like damn karma. That's what I get, man. Cause I was gonna do it to you too. You got me before I got you.
Yeah, you're salty because they
Can't be
got
mad at you,
you. Not
man.
that
I'm
it
gonna have to
happened to
meet. I'm
you,
gonna go
that
get
they
somebody
got
else
you.
now.
Yeah, that's it.
They got me first before I could get them. You feel me?
Yep. So the next
That's how
person's
it
cop a
goes.
double.
But it's just like in the same sense, like I don't really meet a lot of girl gamers on DayZ. Like I've met quite a few through
Yep.
you, but like running around and stuff, or like on my server, yeah. But like running around fishing, like never. It's always guys. So it's just like I don't. Y'all, soon as you find out it's a female, I don't know what it is about y'all. Some, not y'all, but some of the other guys. They just like, ooh, female. I'm like, oh no, see, I got you. I'm not even gonna let you know I'm a female. I'm not even gonna. I'm gonna keep talking because you think I'm a man first. So before I correct you, I'm gonna go ahead and get you. If I break your leg and leave you as a hostage, then I'll let you know, like, hey, you done messed up. I am a female, and you done got. And then they be real mad. I'm like, yeah, you was gonna get me, wasn't you? But I got you first. I've done it multiple times. Like, but usually it's just like I'm nice.
Yep.
I just want people to have fun. We can go run to town butt naked with no pants, you know, or no shirt, and just have fun. You know what I'm
It's-
talking about, Greedy? You know
we've
what I'm
done
talking
that.
about? We go do stuff like that.
We done the no
hmm
pants run on official. Yeah, we've done that.
I'm just trying to have fun. We
Yep.
can have a whole clique. All you gotta do is drop your pants. All you gotta do is just be friendly. But once you start being, I'm like, oh, now get them. Break your leg. Time up.
The
Time up.
signs, the signs. You bring up actually a good point that you don't hear much of the female role on official. Do you think it is because the male side of the DayZ community goes gaga as soon as they hear a female voice? That now all females shut off.
Sometimes that too, and then sometimes it could be just, some females can just be shy, nervous,
Yep.
or it's just they're playing out simple. Their mic just don't work. It could be that too. But most times I feel like it's just like they not they not they rather not talk because they know how it is. They know exactly what I'm talking about. Like, nah, I'd rather not. Because then you'll get some that like, we run with you, it's cool, yeah. But then you get someone that make fun of you, or some that be like flat out just be doing too much. Like, how you gonna already deal with it in the real life? Like, don't be doing too much on here, and that's what makes me want to beat men up every time I see them. They try to do stuff. I'm like, stop, just chill out.
Just play
Just
the
be
game.
chill, man.
Just play the
Dude, people be getting mad because of little stuff. I'm like, dude, like, why are you crying? And I'll be like, you heard me before. Why are you, sorry, why are you complaining like a female? I'm not gonna say it, because I'm a female. And you complaining more than a female usually does. And I'm just like, dude, stop. Like, it's just a game. It's okay. Like, the next time you wake up, you're gonna be alive, and this game is still gonna be here.
Yep. Well, Misfit agrees 90% of the time. The boys go crazy for a gamer girl. Freckles says they either want your attention or they find you gullible and see you as prey. Oh, that's a very interesting.
Facts, sis. See, my sister knows. She knows. Look, that's why I'm not showing my face. I can't do it. I'll probably do it later on down the road, probably like every now and then. But as far as like just flat out, nah. I'm okay with it. I'm okay with not showing my face.
Yeah.
Because it's funny. It's funny getting them, confusing them when they really think that I'm a guy and they find out that you're a female. They're like, oh, crap. Like, real, dude, wait, for real? No, no, stop playing. Like, why would I play about this? Like, I'm not one of them dudes out here acting like female. No, I'm a female. I know I sound like a man, but it's in my name. It's literally in my gamer tag.
Yeah,
I don't think I'm going to change it.
Yeah,
I can't change it, though. It's
I
just like,
wouldn't.
can't. Like, it's right there. And some people be scared to say, I'm like, no, say it with your chest. Don't be afraid. Say it's there for a reason. If Twitch approved me to say I can put it on there, you better say it. You better say it.
That's
And
it.
do not be afraid to say it.
Don't be afraid to say it here either.
Yes. Oh, okay. Listen, I told you.
Yeah, 100%.
You know how I am. Sometimes I be forgetting.
No, you're good. Scazzy in the house. Queen says it's part of the reason why I stopped playing was the female interaction with the guys and them going crazy. Very interesting.
See? She
Yeah.
knows.
Yeah, so...
See, we used to keep one around in our faction just for the fact of we would go around and she would, as soon as she started talking, the guys would go goo goo gaga. She used to bring home so much shit to base.
Yeah. They'll drop you loot. And it's just like, I didn't ask for your loot. I could be asking someone for some direction. I'd be like, oh, bro, you know where Bear Z, you know what direction is? They'd be like, yeah, such. I'm like, okay. And they're like, all right, bro. I'm like, oh, no, I'm not a bro. I'm a girl. And they're like, oh, you're a girl. Here, you take this. Oh, all right, bet. I'm going to pick it up and I'm going to shoot you with it as soon as you give it to me. Because you should have never given it to me. Don't trust me. You're not supposed to trust. That's the number one rule in DayZ. You don't trust nobody. Yep. You're not supposed to trust nobody. Like, unless that's your homie or your friend, and if you just met them, don't trust them.
100%.
Because then you mess up.
Yeah, Misfit said she was stream sniped and held hostage once. That's hectic. That's getting... Oh, that's stalkerish.
Ooh. I wouldn't stream snipe, but I will hold someone hostage. I will not ever stream snipe. Like, I don't get that whole gist of that. I don't understand why people do it. If you do it, you suck. I'm gonna say that. Now, if you're doing it and they know it, like, they're like, oh, y'all, come stream snipe me. I don't care. All right. But if you're doing it and you blatantly being an asshole, dude, you suck. Like, find something else to do. Like, for real, find
come stream snipe me.
I be knowing people be getting mad. Yeah, look, she said it.
Yep, I don't mind it.
It used to be so dangerous running. With Greedy when he's doing server reviews.
Yep.
We had a group of 3 or 4 running through the server, and then out of nowhere, all of a sudden, one of us dropped dead.
Yeah.
And they'd be like, hey, where the fuck did that come from? And you know it was someone from that server just sitting there watching the stream trying to find him to kill him.
Yep. I remember when they took out my whole crew in hostage time, took me out at Cherno. They orchestrated 3 bodyguards dead and left me standing there. I'm just like, oh fuck. So yeah, but stream sniping can be good, especially when you've got people that you know and trust and want to run with, and you can come and see where they are and jump on the stream and say, because a lot of people say don't be in the same server. As long as you're doing the right thing and have the good intentions, come watch, come find us, come look at the stream and track us down that way. But for bad intentions, for me, it's really the fact that once you come into that contact with someone with that bad intentions, if they kill me, on me, I don't really care because you're watching the stream. Of course, you're going to be able to kill me. But if I kill you, oh my god, you just had the biggest advantage and still lost. So I'm going to parade you like nothing else.
Yep. That's how I met you. You were like, yeah, come on by. I'm like, okay, bet we're gonna have a good time. And
that's it. That's what it's all about. So now we're going to dive into DayZ. DayZ just previewed a classified video showing the desert map. What do you think it all about? And what are you hoping will be added to this map that they haven't to the others?
Ooh, okay. First off, a new car. It's about damn time they give us a new car. Okay, a Jeep, maybe, or what someone said something about a Rover. There's just like a Range Rover, I guess, type of car. Let me tell you, that dang infected. If that's true, boy, I promise you, I'm laughing at all of you. I'm just gonna watch. I don't even. The first day it drops, I'm just watching y'all. Fact of the reaction of how y'all gonna react when that thing is real. If it is real. I don't know if it is. But that crawling thing, dude, I'm laughing. I'm just gonna, cause I've played what is it? State of Decay, and they got zombies that rip you out of your car. So I'm just like, dude, this one's gonna chase people, and to hear someone scream is just gonna be priceless.
Hard. See, because that's what I thought about it too, Savage. I was like, this is giving me 7 Days to Die Spider Monkey
Mm-hmm.
zombie.
Like I'm about to just, like I feel like that thing's gonna catch up on us just as much as a wolf. That's what I feel. Like just like a wolf be on our ass, I feel like that thing's gonna be right on our ass trying to break our legs. I feel like if it hits us, it's gonna automatically break our legs. As I feel. You better run. You better jump on something. But then what if it climbs? Then we're extra fucked. Like, what if those things climb?
Yeah.
I hope they do. I hope they do.
Climb wise, I
hope they
do. That'll stop the climbing on cars syndrome.
Right up on here.
Very nice. Yeah.
It's a fight or flight. You better go, or you fight or run in the house. Don't get to jumping on anything. You better climb in the closest house.
It's funny how you bring up the new vehicle thing, because sorry, watching Mr. Always Stream's latest vid about the new map coming out, and how which each new map come out, an almost new vehicle has come along with them.
Yep.
So does this mean that once, and the same way he puts it, is once we get a sand map, is that Halley's?
Oh.
Ooh. Hellies.
Well, we did explore.
Oh, there's gonna be a lot of crashes.
Yeah.
Because
Well,
the cows
there's gonna be a lot of crashes.
There's gonna be a lot of crashes, dude. It's gonna be hilarious. You're just gonna be like, look at it, just go, "Shh." And you know what you're gonna do? Run to the loot. You already know, run.
you know.
Running to get that loot.
100%.
But that's gonna be hilarious. Like, dude, did you just see that guy jump out of that helicopter? Yelp.
That's it.
Knock
Accidentally
right
press
everywhere.
accidentally press X and bail.
Mm-hmm.
Freckle says we need
I
new
hope
predators.
they change it if that happens.
Oh, go.
Ooh, yes.
Yeah.
Yes. No, you're right. Predators.
Grumpy says they really
I've
need to
seen
revamp the base building. And Scale Speeder says good night. We'll see you later, Scale Speeder. Take it easy. Check him out on YouTube. Pump his little subscriptions and videos.
Yeah. The new Predator thing, I've said that for a long time, that we need something else that's more of a threat than wolves and bears. Something, yeah, I was hoping the fox may have been something that wasn't exactly going to kill you, but be more of an annoyance and try and attack you.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. Like biting your ankles type stuff. Biting
Yeah,
that shit.
yeah. Or if you sit there cooking in a house, fox smells that shit. It's up there in their house and it's waiting for you to come out that door. And it's like,
Yeah, that's what I was
Horde of
wondering.
foxes.
Maybe they might fix the mechanics.
I think they need an
Just at the door.
aerial predator.
Like
An eagle. It doesn't matter what you put it as. You can put an eagle, a magpie. You put it whatever you.
a hawk.
Fucking
hawk.
Australian.
He said a magpie.
A
Oh my
magpie,
God. I know those
yeah.
things are big. Those things are huge.
Yeah, but they're very protective of their area. Once you enter their area, they basically just swoop the shit out of you. So, but something like that would, either, you would see it up in the air or there'd be 4 or 5 of them. You know what I mean? And they would spot you like a wolf or a bear does in the distance and then come down and try and attack.
Bro, how'd you die? Man, a swarm of birds, man.
That's it.
Swarm of birds. You didn't take out one, man. I couldn't. They jumped me.
That's it.
No, all I
That
can
would be
see is
hilarious.
Clarence from Clarence and Donnie. Oh, no, magpie.
Yeah. Gazzy says a bit like geese at the pond on the park. That's right, you go near a water supply, you just got these 4 or 5 geese coming at you, honking. Freckle says a new vehicle could be an ATV if they give us sandhills. Well, if we date back,
sandhills.
if we date back to DayZ Unite, which was just probably about this same time before Sakau got launched. They had photos of what looked to be like a Mad Max Dune buggy style. So it leads us to believe, as we talked about last episode on the podcast, that they had both maps loaded, ready to go, but went with Sakau because of the popularity of the Malsk and everybody wanting snow, crying out for snow, 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 snow. So they followed the community run and went that way. So, it looks like when you have a look at it, it's actually powered by Infected. It's got an Infected on the back of the vehicle itself tied to the back. All sorts of strange things going on that they hypotheticaled on. But the guys actually had a real life worker model, so they got to get into it and sit in it and check it out. And so you could see that ATV style hitting the sand dunes and ploughing through, the world of the new map. But no, definitely are right about the vehicles. Whether it be a new vehicle or helicopters is definitely on the cards if it becomes Tascan. That's where Armory Forger DLC Tascan launched their helicopters and improved AIs. So
I'll take a dirt bike.
I'd love it. I'd love to see a motorbike or a dirt bike, or even just a pushy. Even just a pushy.
A bicycle, yeah.
Yeah.
A bicycle suits the whole DayZ theme
It does.
as well.
That's my thing, a bicycle.
Why is there no bicycles out there?
Yeah. Especially when it's on Armory Forger. Now, as I said, once again, I watch a lot of Very Silent Bob because he's really diving into this world of the mix into Armory Forger on a DayZ. He's riding around on pushies. He's flying helicopters. He's doing all that sort of stuff in a semi-DayZ environment where they're coded in now where you can the infected or the AI aren't as strong, so they act more like infected. They come up and try and hit you, but don't do as insta damage of a stab. There's fruit on fruit trees and in garden areas, and loot's a bit more spread out than rather than it's very, very close to the early stages of DayZ. So with these super crisp engines and push bikes and all these extra little bits on top. So if you got Armour Reforger, definitely worth checking out the Bob Mob server. We'll see Very Silent Bob and follow the progress there. I'll give the man a rap. He's been delved right into it. And he's always giving me the feeds and sending me information on the background to keep the community updated. If that's the way we go, that's the way we go. But hopefully they just pour a whole heap of stuff to try and save that DayZ brand. Speaking of saving the DayZ brand, Sakau or Frostline has died off a little when it comes to numbers. What's your thought on the map, Savage, and what do you think they could do to bring the crowds back to the frozen wastelands?
I know most definitely they're gonna have to add, I guess, to me, probably more shit for people to do other than what they have, because all that melee that they have on there, it's nice and all, but after that, like, there's really nothing. And then you got the cold. I think that's what it is. Like, people don't like having to make a fire all the time and stuff, so I think they're looking for like clothes that actually keep you warm longer. And then I feel like they need to add a new animal, like a polar bear.
Yep.
I really do. And then there needs to be even more snow than what it is, because most of it's just green still. Like, you still gotta go a bit of ways to get, like, snow in a pot and stuff like that. Probably, like, a new mechanic where people can probably, like, actually, like, live on the ice.
Yep. Like an igloo style
Give someone
building.
like a chance, give a chance to let them live on the ice type stuff. More animal skins maybe. Like other than the wolf head dress, like give us something. Give us a bear dressing skin. You know what I mean?
Especially if it's polar too.
Cause like,
Imagine a polar bear's
yeah,
ghillie in the ice.
Yeah, and then that just completely negates any need for fires anymore because you got that polar bear ghillie on. You warm no matter what.
Yep.
they need new more. They need new animals on there because the map is a little bit. It's small. It is quite small. It is. So they need more things around the map, in the middle map. I understand the volcano, but like let the volcano erupt or something, cause it's just there. Like it really doesn't do anything, but you can go find that briefcase. That's it.
Yep.
Like, it's cool and all that they add in that new water thing, you know, when you go to the hot springs, but like the volcano, let that thing erupt or I wish they had like what is it snowmobiles
Yeah,
thingy?
skidoos.
Yeah,
Yeah,
let's
nice.
ride some of them. Let's ride because you can't take a car really up there unless you have an Ada. You're sliding most of the time.
100%.
Give us something to go up there with. Cause ain't like you'll give us a snowboard to go down the hill with it. Could y'all imagine people snowboarding on there? Just to call.
Oh,
Snowboard
Jesus.
with an M4 in your hand.
That's it, just shooting people on the way down
Yeah.
by that military.
You
Grumpy,
got your board? Yes, I do.
you got your board, that's it. Let's jump on a skidoo and get up there. Just leave your skidoo up there. Then people will be operating chairlifts and shit to be able to get the seasons going. Come to the Sikowski Park. Grumpy said there's...
Yeah, I'd love to see.
There you go.
I'd love to see our ski resort in Chinaris have a little bit of snow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And see that
They
that
have so much space.
snow effect. I mean, you can on PC with Chinaris, Winter Chinaris, you can see the full thing like that. But yeah, I'd like to see it, the ability for it to snow
Just that
up.
area.
Yeah, just to snow up there, Tizzy, that whole area that's up on that top where it gets colder. Yeah, that'd be cool. Because there are pictures of it. We've seen it, DayZ. We've seen it on your billboards. Hand it over.
They tripping.
100%.
What is that word? False advertisement.
False advertisement. That's it. It's all green up here, no white. Want my money back. Grubby says there's loads of wasted space on the Sakau map. 100%. There's a lot of areas, especially
Most
that
definitely is.
indentured, looking like they need to be stuff placed.
You know the funny
Lots
thing
of
though,
space.
as if you look back at Livonia a few years ago, and that was everyone's biggest gripe with Livonia was there's so much empty space and it's missing a lot of shit. You know,
Yeah.
it does almost feel like the DLCs that they're releasing are half done and not well thought out.
Yeah.
Yeah, not
Like
well.
later on, they're gonna add stuff type.
Yeah. Especially Livonia. Livonia, when it first came out, was just, a couple of cities and then all forest and a couple of open areas. Now, yeah, they've added in a lot of the login scenario of the area, and of course they added the bunkering on top of that, and that's now what funds the whole Livonia experience. You go and get the punch card, you go and get your bunker, you go and fight out there, and especially if you go on to any of the high pop officials, there's a lot of fighting down at the bunker. There's a lot of fighting down south. There's a lot of fighting up at the river. So you can get two sides of the coin when you enter Livonia. Whereas I found Chinaris, you're getting a lot of geared guys on the coastline because no one's venturing further than Northwestern Airfield.
And I think similar with Sakau is we've got a lot all the way around the outside of the map till you get to Little Italy, and then from there it's the centre's just dead.
Yeah. And once again, you can do the run through Sakau, which is what I like to do. Just hit the middle of Sakau main island. You can get yourself a tundra. You can get yourself, decent thermal gear, and then you can sit there and pick people off and just search the island rather than disappearing into the lily or going to get, the coloured key cards or anything like that. So, yeah, they do get a point. I think Livonia is probably the only one that's initiated that full
Map exploration.
yeah, where it's got a system where you go and get the punch card, or you go down to the, what do you call it, or you can hang by the river and run amok by a river. There's, I know Crimson Thorn, she's a dayzxbox streamer, and she does a lot of official work where she'll just roll a farm on the coast and just chat to people, and she's had big factions protect her, and so that they've taken over towns, and they've protected her while she's grown her vegetables and stuff while she streams, which is a wicked content grab, if you ask me. But just a different way to play that official run.
See, and I'm never gonna give up on Sakal. I'm be honest. That's why my server, like, if y'all ever want a server, Days to Remember is a server. Like, it's we try to make it a hardcore, a survival server. So it's like more animals, less type of loot that you're gonna find. Like, yeah, you're gonna find loot, but you gotta go actually like go to Millie to find your actual Millie loot. Inside land and then outland of like where the water is, like, your basic loot and stuff. Like, we want people to like have fun on our so-called server, because like we know that it's dying off, but still at the end of the day, like, we trying to make it to where it's like that's the point of Sakal. I feel like that was the whole gist of Sakal's for hardcore survival. Like,
Yeah.
to see how to test every survivor's survival skill that plays DayZ. Because like, if you can't survive on Sakal, not even a day, I don't understand how you're surviving in general. Like, I can survive on there for a while just off water, just the fishing and just hunting. That's all it is, fishing and hunting. Some people I see struggle, and I see some people being mad because like they can't find something. It's just like, dude, if you can't hunt for your stuff, I don't know what to tell you.
Yeah,
Like,
you're missing a big part of DayZ.
like for instance, like Grumpy, Dorf, he tries like his best to make it where to people will enjoy it, because I know there's a lot of servers out there that are dead that are Sakal. Like, if you look on Sakal, there's barely anything on there.
Yeah, community
It
wise.
is, but we still want you to come on here and build on the base. We got bunker. We got he adds stuff in there like how you do on yours, bunkers. I think oil rig, and then on the melee, like, there's a lot better loot. There's stuff to do. Like, the bunker, I will say this on our chair server, it is big.
Yep.
Our Chanor server, it is huge. Like, if you ain't got enough food in there, you're gonna starve in there.
a real challenge to
gonna
get
get
in
lost.
there and get lost. Yeah,
Yeah,
cool.
you're really gonna get lost. There's a lot of loot in there, but you're gonna get lost in there. Like, you're gonna be so mad you didn't bring enough food, or like something to keep you to see things or safe. Like, I don't be like, look, I told you, you gotta have food with you. You
Yeah,
gotta have
nice.
food.
Nice
They
big
want people to have
bunker.
fun.
It's a
I haven't done it. I'm
T-Rex.
thinking about doing a run to show.
Do it, definitely. Get out there and get out and show off these works. There's so much stuff going on in the community. It's very hard to be able to explore a lot of it, and I think that's a lot of the things that happens with community service is they put out something cool and it gets shadowed because it doesn't get enough light. But yeah, if do a run through it, 100%. Gaz says, I think there should be higher tier clothes that will keep you warm on Sakau. How would people live there if temps are inhabitable? Very good point. Grumpy says, even give us the ability to make clothing from the bear pelts. 100%. Gaz goes into, it's like the insulation rating only affects the heat buff and not insulates from the cold. Grumpy says, as server owners, there's only so much we can add to the map without lag in the server for our players. It's a very fine balance.
Facts.
And he says he built the bunker and he still gets lost in it. So it gives you an idea
Oh yes, he does.
of how big it is.
And I've seen the like whenever he does his DayZ, the DayZ creator, how when y'all do editor, DayZ
Yep.
editor. Sorry,
Yep.
I've seen it. It is huge. I'm like, boy, okay, I'll have to get there and see how it is in a couple of days because I'm just like, my goodness.
Editor's a fun game. It's the other half of my
It
DayZ
is.
world these days.
It looks like you can get addicted to it if you get the gist of it.
Yeah, once you get the hang
Like,
of it, it's
for
like
instance-
SimCity. That's what it's like.
Mm-hmm.
Mr. Q, do you have any questions for Savage? Anyone in the chat have any questions for Savage? It's Sims for adults, correct?
Mm-hmm.
I guess I would ask Savage my same question, where's your home? But I think Savage's more of a nomad, so I'll go with where's your more favourite place to go and loot, and what's your favourite map?
I know Sakal hasn't been out that long, but it's Sakal. I'm sorry. It is Sakal. I love the cold in real life, so I love the cold on Sakal. Like, I love the loot that you find on there, especially on patrol outfit type of girl. You always find me in patrol, even though I know it will not keep you warm, but I look good in it. White sneakers in the patrol, hey yo, that's where you gonna find me.
Yep.
And then most of the time, like, I just, I like you said, I'm a nomad. Like, I don't really like. I have a base because yeah, I'm an admin. I have to have something for the admin. But as far as like, if it was really up to me, I'll live in my car if it didn't get stolen.
If it didn't get robbed.
So I gotta build a box somewhere for my car. So, like, I love nomad, even if it's on Livonia or Chair or Sakal. Mostly it's either Livonia or it's either Sakal or Chair. But if I had to choose, Sakal is if I could say, that's where my character it lives right now and stays and is not leaving anytime soon.
Yeah,
And that's what I say, because I bag on Sakau so much, and I think a lot of people find Sakau to be quite an underrated map. So it's nice to see someone actually really enjoy it.
Yes, because people are like, oh, it's not enough to, like, come on, for PvP people, like, all you have to do is just get on Sakal, look for a fireplace, run off in there. Boom. You ain't even got to start a fire. Warm up. Run down to town. You'll see another fireplace. Boom. There you go. Some more loot. Like, how can you not enjoy that? Like, I enjoy it on PvP servers. I'm not gonna fly. If I see a fire in your house, I'm either peeking through your window or I'm coming through the door. Off back. Running in. I don't even need a gun. I'm just throw hands. If you don't hear me, I'm throwing hands.
Maybe that's the reason why the numbers are down, because Savage is rolling around the coastline beating everyone with a fire.
I'm not even gonna front. I've been jumping on a lot of
You're
official
deterring
servers doing
people,
that,
Savage.
So yeah.
But you are
am.
right. It is a matrix of the game where you need a fire to survive. It's the most standout thing in the game, and the most thing that any player looks for, especially if you've got some time under your belt, that you look forward to hunt other players.
Exactly. Like, if you jump on a server, it's like 50 plus, like, you gonna run into somebody, so you gonna have fun. It's a small map, you gonna find somebody. I don't think people like the fact that you really have to, like, actually survive and kill players at the same time. Oh, well, hello. That's the whole point of DayZ.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. To me, that's the whole point of DayZ. If you can't start your fire, keep yourself warm, and stay alive, I don't know what else to tell you, man. Because you got to do it on Livonia when you get wet. You got to do it on Chernarus when you get wet. It's pretty much the same thing, but it's not like every 5, 10, 15 minutes, depending on the clothing that you have on. But, like, you're always going to run into characters. You're always going to get shot. So it's just like, I don't understand why people are like, ooh, no Sakal. I really think it's because it's either a small map and there's not a lot to do, but at the same sense, if it's a 50 slot, like I said, oh yeah, you're going to have something to do. It can be a 20, so you're going to have something to do. Y'all going to run at each other. Ain't no way you not.
Yeah.
No, I think the biggest problem with Sakal, aside from people's complaining about so much to do, I think people turned around and they said they wanted a hardcore map. They wanted something hardcore. And when DayZ brought something out that was truly, really hardcore, a lot of people were just like, oh, no, I ain't on that one. That's a bit too much for me.
Yeah.
And I
Yeah.
think that's what's happened.
It was too much. It was too. Pretty much it was. How do you say your eyes are bigger than your stomach?
Yep.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
wanted hardcore, and here it is, and you're like, oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute. I'm not ready for that. Hold on. This is not the hardcore we thought we wanted. We're asking for. Oh no, this is what you asked for. This is exactly what you asked for. What you think the mouse was? Spring?
Yeah.
You thought it was spring? No. But if you go on the mouse on PC, okay, it's cold. You can go on the console version, it's a call. It's gonna be cold. Like, what did
Yeah.
you expect? That's how I feel. Like, what did you expect from a cold map?
Do you
And I
guys
don't
think
understand why it's just like,
the next map may be a bit more PvP orientated rather than
oh yes.
the survival style? Will they back off on the survival and go back to pushing that PvP sand, you know, Mad Max style, you know, really apocalyptic war version of the game?
Yeah, I think definitely they will.
I think it's gonna be
As
both.
much as I,
Because at the end of the day, it's gonna be hot.
well, I don't think they're going to turn it up and make it super, super hot because they've seen what happened with Sakau and seen how many people got scared away from it, from the extreme weather types. I don't think they're going to push it as an extreme weather type.
No, I think they're going to concentrate on the weather in the point of like sandstorms and visual wipeouts where you can't see shit for like the fog mode that a lot of people like one life had fog mode on 100%. Hey, Mr. Very Silent Bob, 100%. How you doing, bro? My players won't let me drop the temperature. I want it Namalsk temps. Yeah, sand in your pants.
Oh, well, look, and that's what, and I'm with him. Like, I'm one of the ones that keep asking for drop tip. Me and him want to drop the tip. They're like, no, no. I'm like, why?
Yeah, I like
It's hardcore.
I like that style. A lot of people don't. A lot of people just want to see how they roll. It's a weird aspect of a survival game that people don't push the survival envelope. That's what I find a lot. The community itself doesn't want to push the survival envelope. Very Silent Bob. Sand in your pants, he thinks going to be the worst thing. But Freckle, I think you nail it. Cold nights, hot days, and sandstorms instead of snow and rain. Yeah. Big blackouts with the sand where you'd be in a town
Like, it'd
and
be
then,
pitch black.
yeah, all of a sudden it's just this orangey dark, you know, can't see 2 meters in front of your
Ooh,
face.
I think they should add snakes.
That'd be cool. All the Aussies would be at home.
They'll be used to it. Oh, this is just a snake.
Yeah, that's it. Dusting off your clothes instead of wringing them out. Dusting off your
Oh, that
friend.
pat down.
Yeah.
Like, you
Mate,
can pat yourself down, because I see that mod.
yeah, where they pat yourself down and dust yourself off. But also, they may also bring in like diseases like, you know, respiratory disease if you don't have a she-mag or, you know, across your
Oh, like
face.
heat stroke?
Yeah, no more of like the breathing because of the sand and the
Okay.
sandstorms and the dust. That sort of, you know, coughing and spluttering and sneezing all the time. They could add still into a sand
See, that would
environment.
be the good purpose for those dang things. 'Cause I just don't know why they're on Sakal, because they don't do nothing on Sakal. I'm gonna be 100% honest, them little raps, they don't really do nothing.
No, no, you just can't get warm enough. Makes you cough like the volcano does. That's it. That's what we're looking at. And you know what they're like. They like to recycle a few things, and that's easy enough to be pushed into that. And it makes sense, sneezing and coughing because of the dust, and yeah.
What about dehydration?
hydration, I think, is going to be the biggest thing. I think supply of water. So you'll have to be using chlorine tablets
Trying to find
on
water.
oases
Oh my
and
God.
things like that. That's what I'm hoping for.
Thought Sakal was bad. Wait for that. Dude. I'm gonna
Yeah.
laugh. I'm gonna be like, where's the closest? There's only like probably like 3 spawns of water literally on the whole map. That'd be hilarious. That'd
Well,
be hilarious.
if you started in town environments which had wells, and then you had to venture into the map where all the military and stuff is, and it was just, oasis styles where there was no clean water and stuff like that. That is a good survival aspect for it, and people would cherish water, cooking pots, your canteens, your bottles, all those things would come down to a massive effect. Queen said it'd be cool if they could ride a camel and have camel trains with your peeps and eat them. One hump or two, Queen.
Wait, eat the
One
camels?
hump or two. Eat the camels. Yeah, fucking hungry enough.
Eat the camels.
Yeah. Gav said
That'd be
instead of
new.
events, they have mirages. You get close and they disappear. Ooh. Is that water in the distance? Get some jeeps going. That'd be cool. Definitely be cool.
Again, your character has would be hallucinating.
100%. 100%. Two, so you can ride with a friend. That's it. It could be a 2-seater or a 1-seater camel, depending on the humps. That's fun.
And it's the camel head.
That's it. Get the camels going. But that's the end of my questions and interview for the Miss Savage. Absolutely appreciate you diving in and learning a bit more about where you came from and how you roll, and of course the future events of where Savage is going.
Oh yes. Y'all gonna see me more. Like I said, you gonna find me on here, Rust, all the Rockstar games, Green Hell, most survival games. But if you want to see me crash out, mostly Rockstar.
Yep, that's Red Dead Redemption, GTA.
That's why
Yeah.
I'm gonna get into that little roleplay GTA soon. See how that it goes. Can y'all imagine? Can
It'll be
y'all
hectic.
imagine?
Yeah, you just be
Ooh,
sitting in the
they ain't gonna be
on a
ready.
car just drilling, just smoking. That's hilarious.
Running the block.
That's it. And she
Savage,
streams,
you
and
got
she's
that- you
always
got the
in
good
other
weed.
people's streams as well. She rolls a lot of the community people, so get out there, give her some love, give her a follow. She's trying to get affiliates and get some love out there. Give her a watch. Mr. Q got some business before we wrap our show up.
I do. So that actually ties into what we've been talking about today, which is quite good, about the new maps.
Yep.
And we've always had this question of, do PC really care about new maps coming to console because they've got so many maps that they can play themselves? Well, I jumped into quite a few PC streamers' streams this week and was asking them questions about what they thought of the new maps from Sakao and what they thought about maybe Turkestan being released and all the new guns and stuff that DayZ have been bringing in, whether it really affects them or not. And surprisingly, out of the probably 7 or 8 people that I was talking to, most of them really enjoy the new stuff that DayZ are bringing out themselves,
Yep.
which actually blew my mind. Because I always thought that, well, for example, Sakar, they don't really care because they've got the king, they've got Namalisk, which is well thought out, has good mission status, but a lot of them say they enjoy Sakar more.
Ooh, that's a very interesting
Wow.
line. I mean, we've always taken that line of, and even the outcry, especially in the PC world, that we saw on Sakao was very negative. But that's a very interesting line of thought where they're appreciative and really diving into Sakao run. I have seen quite a few of the PC streamers diving into Sakao and giving that a go, especially, after the updates and when they ended on experimental, because obviously everyone wants to see what's going on experimental. But
It was quite surprising to me that they were even hyped with maybe Textan or a new desert map being produced from the developers themselves, which really blew me away, because I always thought that, well, you guys have so many different maps dropping constantly. Why would you be excited about devs dropping a map?
And maybe in that, just to give maybe a bit of thought, you find that a lot of the maps and a lot of the stuff comes out half finished, or it needs progression to move on, or it's not completely, all done. That may be a contributing fact that, as much as the DayZ maps are coming out maybe a little bare bones, they are complete when it comes to the whole terrain being done. Whereas, you had a look at a lot of the maps have come out on PC the last couple of years. There's completed sections and then there's nothing in areas. And they're just called no-go zones.
Which is...
You know what I mean? So...
Which is what we're happening. A lot of the guys I talked to said that the exact thing is what you're saying is they play test a lot of maps. But once they've play tested it for a week, 2 weeks, then it's gone for another 4 or 5 months. And you can't touch that map again. I never really thought of it like that. That would be quite annoying. That'd be like a server coming out that you really enjoyed playing, but they're like, you can only play this for a week, and then you have to wait. We're going to close it down, and we're developing it more.
Yeah. I can understand the strategy behind the map makers trying to get the flavour going, but, when you look at, I've been watching the Fallout mod come out. Now, the Fallout map came out where they launched it, and, we've seen a lot of the characters run around with the Fallout heads and the suits and all that sort of stuff. And they did their final test, and it was unplayable. So all this hype, all this roll, all this nothing, and unplayable, and that's going to leave a sour taste in, the player's mouth. So I think you're onto something there, where the world of the custom maps, as much as we see it from the, they've got 20 maps, but they've got 4 that are complete.
Yeah, that's right.
You know
but
what I mean?
Complete. A lot of them too have that feel of what we complain about Sakau feel like it's unfinished or there's not enough to do on it. A lot of the maps that they're releasing, as you said, are unfinished, and a lot of them don't really have much of a mission statement. It's just a boom, here's a map.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, like.
Whereas at least the devs.
Yeah, go.
At least the devs have actually thought out a little bit. Like, fair, Sakau doesn't have a lot, but at least they've thought out and they've given the player a loot route and a route to go for the gameplay.
Yeah, that's correct. That 100%. I think you nailed it 100% with that. Grumpy says, as both an Xbox and PC server player owner, I really like to see the new things come into the DayZ world. Bobby says, when you give out 4,500 free PC Sakau tickets, and that was just from the player test, not 3,000, 4,500 that I know of. 100% that's people on the map. The Fallout map was very unfinished. The only finished map is Cherno. Do you think Cherno's finished, but I fucking hate the Project Foxhole was the worst project on the planet.
The worst clickbait fucking...
Yep.
That's like a really terrible YouTuber that throws you up a really clickbaity fucking... And it's just like, you go to watch it, I'm like, this has nothing to do with the video I'm watching.
Facts. That's what they did. They clickbait. They had that whole poster and made it all, and then they put a basement in.
For a basement.
The swines. But yeah.
I think they killed the mission statement of Chinaris where they put the gas zones in and put all the top tier loot out of Tizzy into the gas. I think that's the worst thing they could have done.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but they had to follow the story. And Cherno is the only map that has a legitimate style story that basically births from, I guess, Armory Forger, where the virus crashes on at Riffy, the medical and the military take it to Pavlovo, and then the virus escapes from Pavlovo, and that's why they gas it to try and cover it up. That's the whole underlining story of why the gas is in. The problem is that I have with the strikes on the towns is who's firing the fucking rockets.
Yeah, that's the question.
That's easy. They're coming from some arsehole camped out in the bunker in Livonia just pushing the button.
Well, you say that, but also the original Sakau bunker, the one that's on the island, is actually a missile silo.
Yeah, storage silos.
So
That's story for
will we
audience.
eventually get a 4-map quad story that links it all together?
Yeah, it'd be nice.
Would be very
would be
nice. Armor 4 first. BI are working on DayZ 2, so they need to bankroll that development. Nah, there's no DayZ 2. No way. I think DayZ 2 will be the next upgraded engine, where they'll have this version and then they'll have DayZ on the XS version.
Yeah, so similar to how GTA 5 when they went from the 360 to the 1.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. They need to finish DayZ first. Yeah, but you know what? What they need to do is capture the audience for DayZ and really bring those numbers back. And they need to emphasise on really pumping the things that DayZ's been screaming for. Bikes, helicopters, those sorts of things. The ability to C4 raid and stuff like that. A better base building modification. They fix cars. You know what I mean? We laugh and we joke, but the meme of cars is now dead. They are absolutely gorgeous to ride, and if we get helicopters and that sort of stuff, I think that will really push the DayZ world beyond. You don't have to get a giant Chinook. You don't have to have a Black Hawk. You just have to have a little gyrocopter that we can move from place to place and add something cool in. Or let us shoot out of cars, or, you know. And I think the dev team that they've got at the moment could progress into that direction. I do really, really think they have not only the understanding of what the community wants, but the direction the game should go. No push bikes, Bob. No push bikes. We want pushies. I want to do BMX bandits.
Yeah, I want to spray someone down riding past me on a push bike. Oh, yeah.
Same. Same. I want to chase somebody down on one.
Oh, here we go. Mr. Teabag said, internal Xbox documents submitted during the FTC versus Microsoft trial in 2023. These documents listed DayZ 2 among Bohemian's active project alongside Armor 4 and Armory Forger. Ooh. Yep. Doesn't mean it's I think DayZ 2 will be the single code. No longer the patch code that goes all together. It'll be the single rebuilt version of DayZ. I don't think there'll be a DayZ 2. Unless they console swap or something like that. You died for 20 minutes straight on push bikes.
I love that they're bringing stuff from Arma over to DayZ because if it helps, please keep doing it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Share
Keep
your
stealing
info.
Right. Yeah.
Definitely share your info between you people.
And why wouldn't you? You're the same company, you know.
Talk about poor communication skills over there, bro. What the hell?
Well, don't you get me started on the communication skills of DayZ devs.
Yeah,
Hey,
see,
Marks. Huh? Huh?
he hasn't had a good rattle at him for a while, so you get him worked up, he won't stop.
No, 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 no. We're gonna have to do that. We can always shout about that, man.
100%. T-Max says standalone, it will come old engine. Can only handle so much of the new 100%. Eventually it will has to change over and that will be an engine upgrade. Yep, and that will be where I think DayZ 2 will come with a full engine. I reckon they're riding it on the new engine now. They just have to build the whole game from scratch. Rebuild it. I think that's it.
A lot of work in it. Look, we know what happened last time they did an engine swap,
He
right?
keeps saying that.
almost everything.
HXC Adventures, Marx is only a child. He's like 20 or something. That's what Russ said. He said, I got there and he was just very...
He's a baby.
He's...
I
He's
love
only-
it as HXC because he fucking communicates it too.
Yeah, he's 26, but he's very he's that age. Like I've got a 25-year-old, and he's the old school rough kid. But my 20-year-old is exactly like Mark's. Exactly, he's a very internal person. He's very into his games, into his console, been into that world. So yeah. Yeah, we spoke about that, Mr. Very Silent Bob, how DATS got capped, and then they're shutting down the mods on Armory Forger. Trust me, I brought that up. I appreciate your screenshots. If you this is the Very Silent Bob I was talking about, ladies and gentlemen, who does a lot of the Armory Forger DayZ stuff. The Bob Mob's over on Armory Forge. You can find his scandalous mods that he keeps getting taken away from the workshop. Yeah. But that's all I have for the podcast today. Did anyone else have anything they want to drop before we light up our weapons and enter it? Don't forget, go and check out Savage. Rolling in the chat, 420, friendly. You can definitely get some love there. Chill vibes. Absolute good times there. You have a good laugh. And definitely help her out. Give her a review. She's trying to get that quality affiliate going. I really hope they do for both platforms. Yeah, go. Chef says, I only hope they do for both platforms. Still one of the best catch-up games with mates, regardless of PvP or PvE. 100% agree. And speaking of that, let's light up the stage. We appreciate you all going. Get your guns out, murder away. Oh. Oh.
Yeah. Now who's a savage bitch?
Now who's a savage bitch? The peasant is. That's it.
No, you're not. I'm still alive.
Oh, you think so? Oh, it got me. Ladies and gentlemen, that's our podcast done for the week. You can always check out the episodes if you missed any of it on YouTube. If you want to become a guest, you're part of the community and we don't quite know about you, and you can get on an Xbox DayZ community server, give us a yell, give us a DM. Or if you know someone who you'd like to see on the show, flick us the thing. I don't mind harassing them. We're looking for guests all the time. We're about opening up and exploring the community and, of course, chatting about the game, because let's face it, no one in our households wants to chat about it. But apart from that, ladies and gentlemen, that is our podcast done and dusted for the week. We'd like to thank you all for coming. A big shout out to, as I said, I'm a Savage Bish. Go and check her out on Twitch. Go and give us some love. It's the best thing to get out and support. You never know who you will absolutely fall in love with when you sit down and talk to them.